We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. To kick it away to get things started. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense takes the field to start this game off. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those...
Coming out aggressively. He's got it up to 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Nebraska! Offense set on first down. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a gap. It's Valentine. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they got him for the sack.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown. A 1st down for the offense. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap on third down. Unleashes one. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Valentine. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
He's going to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Hall. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown! Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On third down, going up top. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Let's see what they've got on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 30. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, fighting Illini. He broke. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll start this drive with a pass. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. He wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. First down for this offense. Looking for room. It's Valentine. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
To the ground with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Smashes through. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Huskers will hustle to the line.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling.
He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Buys a little extra time.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snatches it on the run. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's first. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Husker. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Makes the catch and knocked down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Got a man in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered.
Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll take another shot here. They will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the right. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They go to the draw. Nice move to keep running. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The give out of the gun. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
42 Spider. Alert, alert.
Now they'll run the draw. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got it on the outside. It's Dixon. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the first down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Bauer. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-0.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the running back has it. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And 3rd and short, they try to run it. They try to run the option, but the defense was ready. It was all over it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Husker! And the route. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauer. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in bounds. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to the air one more time. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And that is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Hand off from the gun. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it past the marker. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. And the Huskers are on the move. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say. picks, and the offense there lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
After misfiring, it's second down. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fires left. Got it! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Nebraska. And first down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskers. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Hall. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the on first down, here comes this offense.
Let's get a few yards on this play.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Dixon.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat, and right there, he slips him out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
They'll try to get the first through the air. On target to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They're going to throw it again. Coming after him. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them.